delivery, if you listen to my flow, if you listen to my subject matter, King of Rock, crash through walls, come through floors, bust through ceilings, and knock down doors. So every time I would hear a beat, I would go, okay, what would the Hulk do in this beat? What would Spider-Man do here? What would the Vision do here? So intellectually, conceptually, artistically, and visually, even my identity, comic book heroes was always the amazing Spider-Man, the Incredible Hulk, the Invincible Iron Man. So I became the devastating mind controller DMC. And this was all because of comic book, because later on in my career, people started telling me, yo, DMC, you really do have an alter ego. My first publicist used to say, it was amazing to sit in the dressing room and see mild-mannered Daryl McDaniels transform into the mighty King of Rock.
That's amazing.
12 years ago, this what gave me the confidence when Edgardo and Riggs Morales came to me and said, D, you should do a comic book, not just because you're a rapper that had a hit record. Rappers nowadays are crazy. Just because they get a hit record, they think they can do everything. This is not me, DMC, trying to come to mess up comic book culture. But a lot of my confidence came because if you look at me as an artist, the similarities with superheroes was already there. Glasses, very smart. I was even adopted. I found out, it went so far that at age 35, I found out that I was adopted. But to make a long story short, a couple of years ago, Rolling Stone magazine did a piece on Run DMC, and that thing was, what's so big about Run DMC? Why are those guys so great? So it was our peers and musicians and journalists and critics, and Chris Rock said this. He said Run and Jay were cool, but DMC was like our superhero. The way he sounded, the way he looked, and everything he did. And my joke was, oh my God, I've been discovered. Because this hip-hop thing was just a cover to not let the world know that I'm really a superhero, but don't let nobody in the world know that. And it all came true, man.
And it all came together. And in giving love to where it all started, we got Salvi Shema to do the cover for our book.
His art defined my childhood.
Right. It was inked by Bob Wiatek. We even got Sean Crystal to do one of the chapters in the book. Yes. Sean, who did Deadpool and Phantom X for Marvel. And so we're super excited. This is a book that's strictly a love letter to the comic book industry and culture. And that's what we're here about. We're here about celebrating comic culture.
We only have about a minute left, but we got to say you brought us gifts. You always bring us gifts. I read the other shirt you got us last time.
Yes. With the logo, but this is actually
the original page from the actual comic book. This was actually illustrated by Felipe Smith, who's writing all new Ghost Rider right now for Marvel.
Yes.
And this is actually the DMC superhero costume right here, right in the cotton.
I want to touch too. If fans who aren't at the con, how can they pick up the book?
Any comic book shop across the United States and across the world. All you have to do is actually call up the comic shop with the code JUL141175, and you can order your comic book.
Now you mentioned that you drew. Did you do any art in the book?
Not yet. Eventually, that's going to have to happen.
That's what I want to see.
That's going to be a variant cover.
Yeah, that's what needs to happen.
Yeah, I'm going to have to put down the mic for that one and pick up the pencil again.
I love having you guys on. It makes my job so easy. It's like energy and excitement.
No, truth be told, we just did a comic book so we could come hang out with the guys in Marvel.
That's pretty much it.
We love these guys so much. Yeah. You're always welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, and on Twitter, again, just make sure everybody
knows. That's at DMC Makes Comics. We're also on Instagram at DMC Makes Comics as well. So be sure to tag us and follow us and check us out. Thank you so much.
Rock and roll, baby.
Peace.
Guys, stay tuned. We'll be back with much more. I believe